you say?
So the price, let me do the price of an Uber for you. One moment. My idea is that the price of an Uber might be comparable to the price of the train, then plus the Uber again, because you're only going to take the train like two short stations, so maybe plus you got to buy train tickets for everybody individually, where the Uber you pay for one car, no matter how many passengers are in it. So I would say how many? So you've got five of you, correct?
Five, we are five,
Yes.
yes.
Five of you. So five of you in an Uber, you would fit in like would you need an Uber XL? Kinda, maybe.
Most probably,
For
yes.
5 people, maybe.
Most probably, yes.
Or even if you got two Ubers, let's say you got one, from going from Ramsey to the environmental center. How many? Let me go back to how the distance of this. Wait. Uh, you want?
Okay. Okay. Or have an Uber
You
with
might be
your
better off. You're really going to be better off renting a car, I think, because
already car.
the price of a car rental will be maybe $50, $60 per day. All right, let's say $60 per day, and you're going to be spending more than that on Uber,
In trains.
trains, and
Yes,
Ubers and
we
whatever.
will see. We have to see the roads and how affordable it will be for us to drive there. Okay, we know how to drive, Vagelis and I, but we have to see the way there. If it's
Well,
suitable to
I've
our
driven I've driven in Spain. I've never driven in Greece. I have family in Spain,
oh,
and
it will be very
northwestern
easy for
Spain,
you. It will be
in
very easy for
northwestern
you to drive.
Spain, I think the driving is harder there in Spain than it is here. So I don't know if that gives you like a reference.
Yes, we have. We are good at this, but okay, we might have a look at. I suppose that the roads are very good, but just have an opinion. How's the
They're
driving there?
okay. I would not say very good. The roads are okay. They're satisfactory.
Okay.
And it's not a far drive. It's a 15-minute drive by car. And then
Mhm.
if you need to go somewhere and get something, you have the
Mm.
car to do it, to get it, because you know what? In this area, it's very suburban. I don't know if you are familiar with that term. It's just basically like there
Yes,
aren't,
of course.
things are kind of far apart. It's not easy to
Yes.
walk from one thing to another.
Hmm. You
In
need a
some
car.
areas it is, but the area where your hotel is not. So, it's not too many cities, very like residential, and it's very pretty. I think you're really going to like it. The environmental center. So this is something I want to tell you about. I will get back to the transportation in one moment, but I was excited to share with you that this aquaponics system, when we're done with it, is going to be donated to the environmental center. The environmental
Ah,
center is going to use it to grow lettuce for their giant tortoise.
oh,
So, and like right where we're working, there's a huge tortoise pen. The tortoise is like, it's probably bigger than me, like my torso
oh,
or
if
whatever.
it's a big tortoise, yes.
It's like
Like,
35 years old or something like that, this tortoise. So that's considered to be a relatively young tortoise, but it's pretty cool. And there's animals just everywhere. There's bobcats, which are like a type of wild
ah,
cat that we have here. So it's very cool. Then there's some nature trails and things like that. So we'll be able to go on some, nature walks and things like that. It's, depending on the weather, but it's a very cool place. It was my number one choice. It was my number one choice of places that we could have this. So I'm very excited that you guys get to go there. It's really cool.
Okay.
But back to your transportation, renting a car is the best. They always try to sell you on the extra insurance. It's like $25 a day extra. I never
Ah,
get it.
why? Why?
I mean, it's just a gimmick, in my opinion. It's like an extra thing that they can sell you. I never buy it, because your own car insurance works with your rent a car, with your rental car.
Okay.
So I rent cars fairly frequently, and I never get that extra insurance.
How much is the cost for renting a car per day? Around.
I might be able to get you a good deal because I do rent cars frequently. So when you call, mention my name, and I think they'll give you a better deal because I gave them like a bunch of chocolate for Christmas, actually.
Okay.
So that
And
might help you out. They usually try to get, the next highest level of car for that, lower price. So let's say you want a minivan, you're going to want to get like a minivan or a small, actually, if there's five of you, you can get any car.
any car, yes. Any.
So if you get a tiny little car, and if you want to go to the city or anywhere, get the smallest car possible because then you don't have to worry about but then how are
Parking.
you going to get from the airport? How are you getting from the airport to the
We are going to rent
hotel?
an Uber. With Uber, I think.
All right. So you know what? You might as well just rent a car right from the airport. Save yourself a whole lot of money on the Uber just from the airport. The Uber is going to be $100 at least, and then you got to get two of those for you guys. So
Probably
that's $200 each.
an extra large Uber.
Yeah, that's going to be 150 to $200.
Yes, 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 yes.
From the airport.
From the
From the
airport.
airport.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for an Uber XL. Yeah. Depends on what time of day it is, and sometimes I don't know how familiar you are with the Uber pricing system, but there's like surge pricing and things like that. So if you get it in a time that's very busy and you have surge pricing, it could be even more. I paid silly amounts of money for Ubers. But anyway, so um my recommendation is always just rent a car. It's like they'll give you a good deal, you know.
Okay. So you suggest to rent a car from directly from the airport?
Yeah, get it right from the airport because this way, and they try to tell them, you're traveling internationally, you're a school, and maybe I can call ahead for you if you want.
Okay.
And then, but they're gonna, you're gonna have to talk to you anyway. So, just try to get a good deal on it. Like try to ask them for, let's say the minivan is one price and the sedan is another price. Try to get the minivan for the sedan price, you know?
Yes. But
Yes.
from the airport, most probably will need a van because we have 5 suitcases. So in a
Yeah,
small
ask
car.
for a minivan. A minivan or an SUV with five people and your luggage. Just tell them it's five people plus luggage. They'll take care of you.
Okay, okay,
Yes, yeah, yes, Vangelis. Ναι, θα είναι εύκολο. It will be easy.
okay.
It'll be
Okay. They will
easier. It'll
understand.
it'll be cheaper in the long run. Just like I said, don't let them sell you on the insurance for 10 days. That's $250 extra. Take $250 off it right there for, because your own car insurance does work. And just don't scratch it up.
Okay,
We will try.
okay.
Um, how's the weather there, Brian? Is it cold?
In March, it's extremely unpredictable. It can be it can be 25 degrees Fahrenheit, which is pretty cold. That's like negative below 0 Celsius, or it can be, 25 degrees Celsius or more, you
Okay,
know.
The same here.
Yeah,
okay.
it can be it depends, and sometimes within the same day.
Yes.
it'll be very cold in the morning and then warm and then cold again. So I would pack like a lot of different kinds of clothes. Definitely make sure you have a good coat because sometimes we even get snowstorms in March.
Okay.
It's getting better. um, I want to ask you something. Vangelis, do you want to ask something, Brian?
No, no, no. Go on.
Uh, we were talking about the telephone, and I got an eSIM. If you know, do you know anything about eSIM?
What is this?
eSIM.
Can you
Easy.
spell it?
And eSIM for eSIM E
A virtual SIM card in the phone.
for
Oh yeah,
telephone.
okay. I do know about this in Spain because my brother-in-law always buys these when we go to Spain. Yeah, it's a good deal.
Mm.
You just pop it right in your phone. I'm not sure where you would buy one here. Uh, Maybe in like the Verizon store or something. Do you have
Yes, I
Verizon?
got. Okay, I got an eSIM that there is no need for me to change a card. If you know it, it's called the company Eralo, Airalo, Eralo, and it seems that it gives me some megabytes, gigabytes. If you know anything, I have already done this. If you know something about this,
Right, and that's for data, right? I mean, that's
yes,
not for calling.
and
That's
there
not for
are
your phone.
they have they have 200 minutes for calling and some
Okay.
messages. Let's see, it will work there, huh?
I mean, when I go to Spain, I just pay. It's like $15 a day, but it's expensive. Yeah, I mean, I go
It
usually to
says
Spain for 10 days.
yes, it
I
says
just pay for
here
it.
that I will have 200 minutes, 10 gigabytes. This is the package that I have paid, and 100 messages. I don't care about the calling and messages. I suppose so, but I do know I want the gigabytes. I think that it will work in US. Eh?
You can also purchase when you get here a disposable or like a one-time use cell phone
Hmm.
that'll be preloaded with a certain amount of data and minutes. And
This is something
then
that I didn't want to do, but okay, if I have to do it, I will do it. And
I'm
something
sure
else.
the I'm sure the SIM card will work fine. I'm sure it will.
Okay. Do you have a Wi-Fi in the center that we are going to have the
Yes.
program?
Yes.
Yes, because I might need it for some days in the morning to have some lessons in Greece for 1 hour.
Yeah, that's fine. Actually, they've given us quite a large room to use.
Okay,
The room is like way more space than we need for six of us or whatever. So
okay,
you can
okay.
go off in the corner or something and just like kind of do your work or whatever. There's also, you might even be happier just going to a local coffee shop while we do our thing, take the rent a car, go to a nice little coffee shop, get yourself a cappuccino, and
Yes,
do your work there
you
for
will
an
be
hour.
our guide. Okay.
That you can do
Be our
that as well
guide.
because that's kind of what people do. They got to do a work call, you
Yes,
know.
we will get in the routine, the American routine, in your routine. We will learn about the aquaponics. Yes.
Okay, I just want to take a quick look at the program just to inform us a little bit about what we expect to teach us. So I'm having the program right now in the monitor. I hope you see it a little bit. It's discrete. You can read it. So if we go on, we will come hopefully on Monday early in the morning. Uh, we will the second one meat juvenile fish fry. What is this? This is small fish that you are going to introduce in the aquaponic system. What is this? The second one. Do you see?
Safety precautions.
No safety precautions. Before that, meat juvenile fish
Oh
fry,
yeah, the little baby fish.
baby fish. Ah, so you
Yeah,
have baby fish there, and we
I
are
will. We will. Yeah.
okay. And what is the next one? Safety precautions, enrichment activity. What is this?
So safety precautions. So we'll basically in the beginning of each section, there's going to be a subsection of safety precautions where for each section there'll be certain safety precautions that are required. Like let's say we're going to be using a drill. I'll kind of go over the drill and for example, not to scare you, but just yesterday I was installing an aquaponic garden and I drilled into my hand,
Ah, okay,
very just a little bit, and I put a small hole in my palm. So there's going to be a lesson, for example, like don't hold your hand behind where you're drilling. Obviously,
okay,
I,
okay,
you know, it's
We
easier
will
when you're
leave it
doing
to
a
you.
computer,
Don't
but
worry. We are
yesterday
very
I
kind.
probably drilled, 150 holes yesterday. So and then only if only one goes through your hand, that's not that bad. But
Yes.
for you guys, we're going to have the goal of zero drills through the hand.
okay,
And
Yes.
so things like that, because we will be using certain, I joke, but some of these things are like a little dangerous. We will be using, just a few light power tools. We'll also be using some silicone. So we'll be talking about silicones, safety measures of that, uh, what to do if you get something in your eye, like typical safety stuff.
okay, okay. I understand. And throw and label fish and fry aquarium. What is this?
So with each step, I always this is what I was taught when I was young is that the only difference between science and messing around is writing it down after. So when you're doing something that is scientific, you're always drawing and labeling essentially your setup. And this is how you can one of the ways you'll be recording your observations. It's important to be constantly recording. So you'll be drawing the fish as they grow. You'll be drawing because they grow pretty. They'll like triple or quadruple in size in 10 days because they're like little tiny babies. And then they'll you'll also be drawing the setup as it comes along, constantly like recording what's going on, and then you can take home your little like your drawings and your observations, and that'll be like your
Okay,
workbook of your and you can always refer back. Say you want to build yourself an aquaponic system, you can refer back to this in the future. You have your drawings, you have all the stuff, and you can build off of that. That's the idea. Is that I
okay,
teach
okay.
kids
Understand.
this stuff so that yeah, they can like
Okay, and
maybe build something better.
okay, and afternoon session we are going to have a break to eat for a lunch, right?
Correct.
And we continue uh, in the afternoon up to what time? What time we will finish every day?
2:30.
2:30. Okay, so
Mm.
in the afternoon session we set up a stock tank, draw and label stock tank. So we put some labels on it, and we put some seeds on the, let's say, in a small basket so that they grow up. Okay, so I think the first day it's going to, I understand what we are going to do in the first day. Plant propagation by cuttings. It's a method of propagating the plants. And we are
Yeah,
going to talk about the plants that are suitable for aquaponics, like lettuce and spinach and so on. I think, I suppose.
correct. Yeah. And there are other ones as well, but yeah, we can go over that.
Okay, we are going to. Okay, afternoon sessions. Introduction to beneficial fungi. It's fungi is a bacteria, I think.
Uh, so it's what's the word in Greek? Hold on, give me a moment.
Bacteria. I know the word είναι μύκητες.
No, it's different. It's different. Hold on.
Είναι μύκητες τα ελληνικά.
Στα ελληνικά να το πεις, Βαγγέλη.
Ε?
Στα ελληνικά να το πεις.
Mikites? Mikites?
Yes,
Μύκητες,
Mykites.
μύκητες,
Yes.
yes,
It's
yes.
the same thing what Vangelis is trying to tell you, that it's
Oh,
Mykites in Greece. In Greek.
okay.
Okay. So we are
They're
going
different
to.
organisms. Yeah.
There are different.
What?
Okay. So what is special about this fungi? What?
Fungus.
Well, I think we can get more into that in the class. It's like it's not something I think I don't want to confuse you by giving you like too brief of an explanation right now without understanding other
Okay,
parts.
okay, okay,
You're just gonna get confused. It's kind of complicated, but when it's all together, it'll make more sense.
okay, okay. So we are going.
Fungus είναι μούχλα. Η μούχλα δεν είναι fungus.
Είναι μύκητες που τους χρησιμοποιούν εκεί στο aquaponics. Κάτι κάνουν. Okay.
Mhm.
So the morning session in Wednesday is a review of plant propagation and fungus concept. Assemble aquaponic grow boxes. What is this about? Just
This is just another step in assembling the aquaponic system.
okay. And after use mats and carpet to ask Miss. This is we are going to practice with a hands-on how to make some grow boxes. Okay.
Yep.
And on Thursday, media. This is the grow bed. We are going to prepare the grow bed.
Yes, exactly. The grow boxes, the media is in place of soil. Instead of soil in aquaponics, there are different types of media you use. I use rocks.
Okay. And line and seal grow box. I suppose these are some other grow boxes. And in the afternoon, sir, draw and label. So we are going to label all the fungus and plant propagation progress. Okay. So in Friday, you are going to speak a little bit about the fish, how we care the fish, and what are the fish species suitable for aquaponics. I think you have a tilapia there. You are going to put tilapia in the aquaponics
I'm
system?
having problems with tilapia. Basically, the male tilapia are very aggressive and they're killing each other a lot. And it's just like it's not working. There are certain species of fish that are a lot easier to raise. Tilapia are good because people like to eat them, but in this case we're not eating the fish. So it doesn't really matter. I mean, carp, like a goldfish species, is a lot easier to care for and they're less aggressive.
Uh-huh. So we are going
I'm having
to
problems, yeah, where the fish are just mysteriously dying, and then there'll only be two left at the end. And I suspect it'll be one male and one female left at the end, and they all kill each other to get down to that pair. I don't know. I'm not certain about that because I can't tell like what gender the fish are, like if they're male or female.
so you are
It's like beyond my
so you are
beyond my
going
cap.
to put goldfish or something else?
Yeah, it's gonna be
Something
species
else, not
like a
goldfish.
koi,
Yes, yes, koi.
like a koi. Yeah,
A koi fish.
yeah.
Okay, okay. Okay, so in afternoon we are going to start assembling the aquaponic system and make the whole thing to happen. If I guess well, so
There's I do want to add. All right, there's a few things that I'm going to add to the course. Because I developed a new aquaponics system that I just installed in two different schools in the area. I installed one the other day. Now I'm installing another one tomorrow. I was just down in the workshop finishing all the different parts all morning. But there's a new light system that's actually controlled by an app on your phone. It's pretty cool. It's like top of the line light system with a fan built in. So there's going to be, some like a session where we talk about that and we go over the different lighting that is that can be used in indoor aquaponics, indoor gardening in general,
uh-huh.
and different colors of the light. So I want to add that. Also, depending on the weather, now that we're going to be at the Wyckoff Environmental Center and it's so cool, I want to like do some stuff around the property. Maybe go for some walks. They have like animal exhibits. They have a lot of various exhibits throughout the property
Uh-huh.
that we can go check out and we can go through it and talk about how that relates to what we're doing. So there I'm going to slightly change the schedule because I do want to add these things, so I'm going to have to condense some of the other stuff,
Okay.
but it's good. It's good. It'll be fun. I'll take
Okay.
out if there's
And this,
anything that's
and
like
this
not.
and this high-tech aquaponic system, is it installed nearby?
Yes, there are two, but the schools are tough. You have to. I still plan on talking to them. I figured like once I have it fully installed, then I can ask them if you guys can come and see it.
Yes, it would
But
be very nice for us to go to a school and see how is
The American
to
schools
go
are.
to another school. Yes, it would be very nice for us.
I'll ask. It's complicated, because we'll
Yes.
see what they say. Who knows? Who knows what they say. But I do know that when I'm there installing it, I have to like get checked in and there's a badge and all this security stuff. So
Okay.
we'll see. I mean, I'll ask them about it for you.
Ask them, and if you want a paper that to show you that we are a school and so on, we can prepare it, but we have to do it before we leave because after we cannot prepare it. So ask
Yes.
for them if they need something, a paper or something, in order to let us
Improvement
to
that
to
we
let
are a
us get
school.
in.
Okay.
Okay. So the second week, we are going to the morning. You are going to teach us how to install bumps and hardware, and hopefully in the afternoon we are going to start it to let the water flow inside and so and observe how it is running. Okay, that's going to be. So in the second week, we are going to be very happy because will have it built and running. And in the second week on Tuesday, we are going to see chicken rabbits, or it's a day that you are going to change it, or uh,
I'm not sure. We might just do stuff at the environmental center that day. I got to see what I can do. Yeah, we might
okay,
that day we might just do stuff at the environmental center because you're going there every day already anyway. So
okay. So in Wednesday, uh, you are going to teach us a little bit things of microbiology and bacteria. We are going to see them in microscope. Okay. Uh, and on Thursday, uh, some some things about designing our activities, how to record progress of aquaponic system, and I suppose you are going to teach us some things about daily care maintenance of the system, or a
Exactly.
week
Yes.
maintenance system. Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna learn all about how to take care of it. Different, different tests you can run on it and things like that.
Okay. And on Friday, we are going to present our designs, and we are going. It's going to be a closing session, I suppose. Okay. It looks very interesting, Brian. We are looking forward to come and spend 2 weeks there and teach us some things. We are very new to the aquaponics. Actually, here in Greece, it's almost unknown. And in America, I suppose there are some big companies there and doing aquaponics, or it's only in the schools. And
So there are different. There's aquaponics, hydroponics, aeroponics, and there are companies doing large operations where they're growing food. For example, I think there's an airline that's growing potatoes for their potato chips that they serve in the airplane. I'm
really,
pretty sure. I think so, and they just grow potatoes with it. It's that one makes me laugh. But for example, like there are a lot of cool, niche uses for aquaponics, and the kids in the future are going to come up with the. I've been doing this, since 2015, right? And now finally, it's really starting to pick up. This is one of two companies that I run, and finally, this was always like was my dream. This company, and this is like finally starting to pick up, but they've had a system in Disneyland since I was a kid. I'm 38 years old. So almost like 30 years. They've had a hydroponic system, which is similar to this in Disneyland in Florida. No, Disney World in Florida. And which I'm sure you've heard of, and but that like it's still always been just like a very something you'd only really see in Disney World, like a very like fantastic thing. But
I have a student that works in Disneyland in Florida. An American student that I teach him Greek. He
oh,
works
cool.
there. He
Yeah,
said
it's
that he might come and see us if he
oh,
gets
that's cool.
his. Yes,
That's
he
great.
might.
Yeah,
If he comes, I will get him with us.
yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's a big place. But my point is like it was something 30 years ago that you would only see in like a theme park. They're like, oh wow, look how crazy this is. You can grow plants with just water, with no soil
And fish,
whatsoever. But
yes, yes.
now it's something that you're gonna in the supermarket. There is lettuce and all sorts of different things, strawberries, tomatoes that are all grown hydroponically and aquaponically in the supermarket right here. So, it's something that's very profitable. The lettuce they sell, because lettuce doesn't weigh much, they sell the lettuce for, let's say you're buying a package of lettuce weighs what, 4 or so ounces. So you're buying maybe a quarter pound. You're talking about probably it's like eight or $10 a kilo
Mhm.
they sell lettuce for. So you think about that. I mean, yeah, sure, they're building these big aquaponic systems to grow lettuce, kids. That's a crazy price.
Brian, you
Yeah.
say aquaponics and hydroponics. Hydra and aqua, it's the same thing. It refers to the water. What's the
Kind
difference?
of, yeah. So it's confusing because like they're just what's the word? They're just different. Oh shoot, sorry. There are different terms, right? That
For us,
aquaponics
hydra is the water
aquaponics refers
for
to
Greeks.
so it's aqua and hydro. Aquaponics refers to aquaculture. Aquaculture is fish. So aquaponics has fish,
Ah,
aquaculture. Hydroponics refers to water being used, circulated to grow plants, in a
ah,
closed system. So
without
that
fishes, yes.
in the hydroponics, you have no fish. You just you input a nutrient solution
Mm-hmm.
into the water. In aquaponics, and that's more popular because you don't have to worry about the fish. Like I said, fish do all sorts of crazy things. Like they'll just randomly start killing each other and they're living things where a nutrient solution is obviously has less variables to consider.
Okay. Uh,
Mm.
you were very informative. So I don't know the girls. Do you have any questions to ask Mr. Brian before we travel?
No,
No,
the only thing that we
yeah,
would like is, I think, we would like to go to the school. Of course, we would like to go to the nearby town and, of course, to some museums in New York. We suppose you can be our guide and see the area if you like.
yeah, I can help you. Saturday
Yes.
on Saturday, I'm not available. Sunday, I'm available if you need me to show you around somewhere. On Saturday, I will. I am a ski patroller.
Uh-huh.
I'm
Ah,
like yeah, on the ski mountain, the guys that they help you out like a skiing first aid. You know,
okay. We
like
can
in
understand.
red.
Yes, I can
Okay.
understand what. Yeah. So you are skiing.
Yeah, I work at the ski mountain
Okay.
on Saturday.
Uh, we will see. We're expecting to come to US to see the way of working, of living, of teaching.
Okay.
It's a new experience for us, for
There's a
everything.
there's a small town. So you're going to be in Mawa. Mawa, that's how you pronounce the town that you're going to be staying in, Mawa. But
Okay.
that town is where I went to college.
Ah,
There's a
did
college
you
there.
college for um, what did you study? Techniques?
Chemistry. Chemistry.
Chemistry. Ah, that's very nice. Very
Yeah,
nice.
and then I went somewhere else to study plants, to plant science. I went to a 2-year program to
Mhm.
study just how plant propagation, plants. It was called plant science, but it was
Mm.
like not a full degree program. But that was after the chemistry. But so that's in that town and then there's also it's quite pretty. There's some really pretty like parks and things like that. Except this time of year, there are going to be no leaves on the trees, so it's not going to be like that
It's
impressive
okay.
outside.
We
But
like
then, yeah,
the pictures and the pictures back there.
there
We
is
would
a
like, of course, to go to our thoughts, not plans, are to manage some time to go to New York for museums because it will be a cultural trip also. And we will see what will happen there with the museums and the sightseeing. So it will be a very good opportunity for the children to see a natural museum, the MoMA, Metropolitan Museum. We will see what we
the
will
Museum
do.
of Natural History is so big. There's so much in there. Every time I go, I feel like it's different. There's so much cool stuff in there. The planetarium is very cool. The Rose Planetarium, there in New York City is a cool place. But then or even around here, you've got as far as like things to do in the afternoon. Because let's say I run my class till like 3:30. You guys aren't going to get there till like probably let's say 9:30 or something like that. Let's say we go 9:30 to 12:30. Then we break till like let's change it. Maybe we should make it a little bit later for you guys because the time difference is kind of drastic.
Yes, we will see it. We will talk about it.
The time
We
difference is
will,
a little drastic for you. So it's like 7 hours difference.
Yes.
yes,
So,
we will
you
see
know,
how we will go to the first week, and then for that
9
we'll
a.m.
be there
here.
to talk and manage and schedule our programs. and you are
Yeah,
very
maybe if we
helpful,
start
as
at
I can
10,
see.
maybe if we start at 10 a.m., that might be better for you because even 10 a.m. is like 3 a.m. in Greece.
We will see. We will see. You will see us how we will manage it. If we won't
If we
manage
have
it,
to
you will
adjust it.
understand it. We are going to do it well. Don't worry. You will see it. We don't have to say anything. I think that our kids here are used to travel, but it's the first time we will come to US. So whatever we will say, it might be a lie. You will see when we will come.
Okay. We will manage,
All right,
Brian.
great.
Don't worry.
You want? Do you want us to get you something specific from Greece,
Oh
like
no,
something?
don't worry about that.
Something like Uzo or uh,
We
Raki,
will get you
Raki.
some rakia.
Whatever you
We
think,
will get
whatever
you
you think.
something, but if you really want something to taste it, it's a good opportunity because we are asking you. Please tell us. We will get you some ouzo.
Whatever you
Do
think
you,
is like a good special Greek
Mm.
item, that'd be very nice of you. But you don't have to get me anything. I'm just
Raki
glad you
better
guys.
because it has Cretan roots.
Oh, okay, all right, that
yes.
sounds very good.
maybe we produce it in an aquaponic system.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
want to
You can
get
send
you
me some.
drunk, Brian. Brian, they want to get you drunk so we can do whatever we would like. That's our plan. to get to get you drunk. I'm joking, of course.
Okay.
Do you like herbs? Do you like herbs? Herbs? Do you use herbs?
Yeah.
Okay. We will manage something for you.
Okay.
All right, thank you very much. And
Okay.
if you guys have any other questions, don't feel free to ask me. Reach out, WhatsApp or whatever.
Okay.
I think you are a bit lost. I cannot hear you. I can understand that you are saying something.
Can you hear me now? Is that better?
Yeah,
A little
a
bit
little
better,
bit
yes.
distorted.
Sorry.
Okay.
Hold on
We
hey,
don't
hold
want
on
to hold you anymore because it's tiring maybe for you. We would like to thank you and release you. We are going to continue a little bit, 5 minutes, to talk a little bit about the trip because we are on vacation from tomorrow for 4 days and we are going to meet hopefully 1 or 2 days before we travel. So I want to keep the kids and Stavroula in the meeting. And you can go, you can stop Bryant and let you go. Thank
All
you a
right,
lot.
bye everybody.
Thank you.
Bye,
Bye.
bye, bye,
See
bye,
you
Bye.
bye,
soon.
bye,
Bye.
bye, bye. Λοιπόν, just a moment, just a moment, just a moment.
Κύριε, σας έμεινε το αγγλικό.
Okay.
Κάνε να είσαι βέβαιος ότι δεν είναι συνδεδεμένος. Μα είναι σαν το καλικατζαράκι, ρε παιδιά. Δεν γίνεται. Δηλαδή,
Είναι
μόνο
αυτό
εγώ
το
το παρατήρησα.
Όχι,
Ότι είναι λίγο
ισχύει.